In this video, I'm going to show you a new feature of my live chat overlay browser plugin that lets you bring in the chat into software like OBS and Lightstream Studio. In the previous version of my extension, you had to use a chroma key or luma key to key out your entire computer monitor to bring the chat into another program. With the latest update, you can now bring in only the chat portion as a browser source. Let me show you what that looks like. First, you'll want to make sure that you've installed the browser extension from the Chrome or FIREFOX stores. The links to both of those are in the description below. Install it in your browser and it'll be ready to use. Next, because you're going to be using this as a browser source, you'll want to go into the settings and change one setting to make the background transparent. In your extension settings, scroll down until you get to the extension options, open that up and change the background color from black or whatever you had it to the word transparent. Go ahead and click save, and then you can close that. So when you're ready to use the plugin, you're going to want to go to a live video on YouTube, press the little three dots and click Pop Out Chat. That's going to open this pop-out window just like before, where you could full screen this window to bring it into your A10 Mini or other hardware switcher. Instead, what we're going to do now is click this new button, Get Overlay URL. You'll notice that the chat message goes away on this window, and now you have this new URL up here. This is the URL you can copy and bring into OBS or other software. Just as a quick preview of how this works, you can actually go ahead and just open that link in a browser window and see what's in there. I'll go ahead and make it a little bit smaller so you can see it on my screen. And now as I click these messages, the chat shows up in this window as a standalone window. So I can go ahead and copy this link, close that window, and now I can go into OBS or Lightstream Studio to actually configure the chat. So I've got OBS open here. I'm going to make a new scene, call it Chat Overlay. And then I'm going to add a new source, and it's going to be a browser source. We'll call it Chat Overlay Source. I'm going to paste that URL in here, set the width to 1920, height to 1080, and I can delete this custom CSS. I don't need it. Go ahead and click OK. That's now added. Just to show you that it is in fact transparent, I'm going to go ahead and add an image below this. Now the browser source is transparent. And now as I click messages in the chat window, they show up in OBS. Once you're in OBS, of course, you could actually stream from OBS, or you could use OBS as a way to output to a deck link card. That way you can actually get key fill graphics into an A10 Mini. Let's do this again, but this time using Lightstream Studio. So over here in Lightstream Studio, I've got my scene set up already with this image in the background. I'm going to go add a new layer called third-party integrations, and I will add a browser source. This is where I enter that URL that I copied from the chat pop-out window, click enter, and that's it. It's ready. And now again, as I click messages in the chat pop-out, you can see them popping up in Lightstream Studio. And that's all there is to it. It's a pretty simple update, but I think this is going to be super useful for a lot of people to be able to use this chat plugin in other software. Well, that's all there is to it. The links to this extension are down below. If you've got auto updates turned on, you will already have this extension in your browser if you've installed it. Well, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.